Your Xcel energy questions are lighting up our inbox every night. No joke, hundreds of them. Ann Collins Smith in Aurora has our next question.
I wanted to know what would be the best rate. How much does it cost if I stay on flat rate, or how much does it cost if I use time of use billing?
And our Marshall Zellinger is back on the Xcel beat getting you the answer.
This is helpful for anyone who currently pays their electricity based on time of use. That's the new clock Xcel created, making mid-peak energy slightly more expensive on weekdays from 1 to 3 p.m. On-peak energy most expensive on weekdays from 3 to 7 p.m. And off-peak energy is least expensive all other times, including weekends and holidays. The alternative is to opt out and pay a flat rate 24 hours a day. To do the math equation and figure out what's best for you, get your Xcel electric bill. We'll be focusing on the meter reading information. It's at the top of your electricity bill. You don't need to remember these calculations. We'll put them on 9news.com. Take your mid-peak energy number and multiply it by 0.15205. That basically means 15 cents per kilowatt hour. Multiply your on-peak energy by 0.18811. Multiply your off-peak energy number by 0.11599. Add those three numbers together, and that's more or less your time of use rate. That calculation includes most of these line items, except it does not include your service and facility charge, the franchise fee, or any taxes. Now, let's calculate what your bill would be as a flat rate. Go back to the top of your bill, and we only need the total energy number. Multiply that by 0.13033, about 13 cents per kilowatt hour, and that's more or less your flat rate cost. In this example, this customer saved $2.21 by being on time of use. $2.21. On our website right now, which is better, flat rate or time of use? You can go to the website on 9news.com and type in some numbers. I want to give a quick example. Let's say you use a lot of on-peak energy, 200 kilowatt hours, and I think I said like 250 here. So for this example, 50 mid-peak, 200 on-peak, 250 off-peak for a total of 500, and our calculator over here says with the flat rate, you are $65 versus the time of use, $74. So it really is beneficial for people who are just cranking it in the wintertime between 3 and 7 p.m. I'll note real quickly, in the summertime, it's a very large, drastic difference from 3 to 7 p.m. where you're paying bonkers more, almost twice as much as the flat rate.
Is it possible, Marshall, for something to make me smarter and dumber at the same time?
Math.
That made me smarter and dumber. Okay, here, real question though, serious question though. Could somebody try to game the system by like flipping back and forth between the rates throughout the year?
No, Ann, who called us with the question, she's going to switch or had switched to a flat rate, and she's stuck on it for a year. You can't go back and forth. You're stuck on flat rate for 1 year once you say you want to do it. Xcel recommends waiting for a year's worth of data and calculate this over 12 different bills before you make a decision.
Every day, Marshall now is like, ring-a-ling, Xcel, and they're like, aw, man, you again? But keep those questions coming. Thank you, Marshall.